The definition of fatherhood, according to dictionary.com, is the state of being a father. I interviewed Russell Slaughter, Patrick Bailey, Pastor Johnny MacGyver, and Pastor Ronald Carson about how being a father has changed them. How many children do you have?
I got one 18-month-old boy.
I have one child. I got a 9.5-year-old daughter.
I have two, a boy and a girl. My daughter's 22. My son is 16.
I have one daughter, 24 years old.
What was your initial reaction when you found out you were going to become a father?
A little scared at first. I mean, 19, hearing that you're about to be a father, it's a little serious at first. It took me about a month to get used to it. It wasn't anything that I would say, there was never a negative thought arise from it. It was just scary at first.
It was kind of a real, oh, holy shit moment. I'm actually going to be a dad, you know. It was kind of like the whole world came to a complete stop for a minute. It just kind of makes you think about the direction that you're headed in life and where you need to go.
Responsibility. How am I going to be able to make sure that I am providing everything that she's going to need to be successful and to grow as a woman eventually? My son was a little bit different because obviously he's a boy, so I knew what I had to give to him opposed to my daughter. So I felt equally as excited, but the responsibility level was a little bit different because I knew I could just give him what I had.
I was excited and I had fear. To bring in a child into the world, again, it was a very exciting time, but fearful of all the things that go along with being a parent.
How did your father affect the way you parent your children?
Me and my dad have had an on-again, off-again, real rocky relationship, but he did the best he could. I think a big thing that I took away from my dad was an awful lot of resilience, a lot of mental and emotional toughness. But, I did get to learn a lot from, his mistakes.
Well, that's really a good question because the reality of it is I didn't have a great example. However, because I didn't have a great example, that still worked out for my good. Because instead of following what I saw, I understood what it felt like when you don't have a father there every step of the way guiding you. So I made a conscious decision. I will not do that exact same thing to another child that I had to go through. So instead of me following that path, it showed me that it was another direction that you could go.
My experience with my father is that there was a period of time where he wasn't there. There was a period of time when he was. And what it really taught me was, first of all, I decided at an early age that I didn't want to do to my daughter or to my children what happened to me. I remember playing basketball as a kid, and I played all the way through college, but my father never saw me play until I was a senior in high school. But what that put in me is a desire to, when I had children, I told myself that whatever they're involved in, that I would be involved too. I would go to games, or I would go to dance recitals, which I spent a lot of hours at dance recitals that I wasn't that excited about, but my daughter was in it, so I was going to be there to support her. So I guess I gleaned from both sides of it. And just decided that I wasn't going to do the negative things that I saw, but I did pull some positive things from him that has helped me to be a better father.
Fathers set the blueprint of whether their children succeed or fail. So if you're a father or plan on being a father, remember, the success of your children begin with you.